I'm Shailin, and in this video, you're gonna see how I make a pumpkin skirt. When cutting a circle skirt, there are a few ways to do so. The first way most people know how is to keep the fabric folded in half and cut a full circle. But unless you have a very small waist or want a very short skirt, you'll have to unfold the fabric. I'll link a few circle skirt calculators below. The calculators work awesome because all you have to do is input your waist measurement, choose the skirt length, and it'll give you the radius of the circle that you need to make. Once you have your two half circle pieces cut out, you'll need to cut out a waistband. For the waistband, the length will be your waist plus seam allowances. Then the width will be the width you want plus seam allowances times 2. You need to double the width because you'll be folding that over to hide your raw edges in the seam. My waist is 31 inches and I like to have a 2-inch waistband, so I chose to have a 1/2 inch seam allowance. So, my waistband pattern piece will be 32 inches by 5 inches. Since I have side seams, I also chose to have pockets. You'll see later on how I add a zipper with a pocket, but right now I'm just cutting out the pocket pattern piece. You'll need interfacing for the waistband. The reason for this is because you want the waistband to be a little bit stiffer so it doesn't fold over or roll when you wear it. Cut out the interfacing to as wide as your waistband. For me, it's 2 inches. Then press the interfacing onto your waistband. As you can see, I fold over the waistband, then iron on the interfacing. This is just so it's easy for me to see where the interfacing should end. Once that's done, you can also fold over the seam allowance and press. Back to the pockets. The first thing I'm sewing is the pocket that will have the zipper on it. Both pocket pieces will be sewn to the front skirt piece. This is so the zipper can be sewn to the front skirt piece and the back skirt piece without interfering with the pocket. On the other side, I attach the pocket piece separately, one pocket piece on the front and one on the back. They will be joined together when the side seams are sewn together. Now that one side seam is stitched together, I can add the waistband. On this waistband, you'll want to put the right side of the waistband that you didn't fold on the wrong side of the fabric. Once it's all stitched together, you can fold up the waistband and pin the folded side of the waistband to the front. Then you can sew very close to the folded edge. Now I can sew the zipper. I'm not sure how to explain this, but remember the side of the skirt that has the two pocket pieces all sewn together? You'll want to sew the zipper to the side of the skirt, making sure you don't close the pocket shut when sewing. Once the zipper is stitched to the skirt, zip it up and flip the skirt inside out. Pin and sew the rest of the side seam together. Now for the pumpkin face. I decided to use my Cricut for this. On the program, I just made an outline of a pumpkin face and had it cut heat transfer vinyl. Heat transfer vinyl is iron-on material that'll essentially melt onto the fabric with an iron. If you don't have this, feel free to use fabric paint, acrylic paint with fabric medium, or cut out fabric and applique the face onto the skirt. I do want to point out that you shouldn't use heat transfer vinyl if you're using synthetic material for your skirt. It may melt the fabric as well. I used cotton, so I'm safe here. Finally, the hemming. I used a hemming foot for this, but if you don't have one, hand stitching the hem will look best because you'll be able to manipulate the curve of the hem with your stitches. I hope this video inspired you during this spooky season. If you want to see more of these quick makes, feel free to hit like and subscribe to my channel.